Hello everyone, I am Arena International Master and FIDE instructor Rishikesh Chavan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's start today's practice session. Okay, we got white. We'll start with knight f3. Okay, so even he is waiting for us to play some pawn move or to commit in the center. Okay, maybe he is going to play something like some Nimzo Indian structure, or maybe he will convert to normal d4 d5 traditional defense. We'll stick to this. Okay, cells, and we'll convert this thing into a Catalan. We are trying for this e4 break. So maybe he will play b6. Then after b6 we will play e4, d into e4. Okay, d into sorry, d into e4, knight into e4, knight into e4, queen into e4, and then after knight f6 we'll move the queen back to e2, and from e2 queen will cover a lot of important squares. If he plays bishop b7 first, then we are going to play c into d5. Of course, he should play something like this, and then we'll play uh, yeah, e5. Or should we play e5 first? Let's play e5 first, and now we'll capture. Uh, and now we need to relocate this knight. As you can see, this knight has no better squares to move. So even if we move this knight to b3, so from b3 the knight is not doing anything much. So we are going to move the knight to b1. We are expecting him to play rook c8, and then we'll be playing knight c3. And on knight c3, c3 knight is very good. He can move to some important squares. So now we can play bishop e3 or something, and then we can just put the rooks on this open c file. We can even try playing queen a4, attacking this pawn. Okay. So let's see. He wants to push the pawn ahead. We'll simply stop the pawn. He should support this pawn, or maybe he have to push this pawn ahead. I guess it's kind of forced. And pawn into pawn, pawn into pawn. Let's see what we can do over here. We can, of course, we can play something like this, but then knight will be kind of passive. Let's do one thing. Let's play this, so that we can get this bishop to d2 and attack this b4 pawn. Now we have this rook nicely sitting in this open file, and then we'll try to get this other rook on the c file. Okay. Right now these pieces looks these pieces are a bit cramped. This looks nice. If he captures, we are going to capture the rook, and if he captures the rook, then we are going to capture with the knight, so that this knight can join this attack on the b4 pawn. If he plays something like knight c7, just to cover this rook, then maybe we'll have to play bishop f1 to guard this knight. Yeah, as expected. He's a good player. He's making all nice moves. Are we losing anything right now? Nothing, right? I'm not sure about this move. We are getting a knight right now, but of course he will save the knight. Maybe he will play bishop b5, and then I'm thinking about playing something like this, uh, queen to a7, so that we can exchange the queens, and then maybe we can double the rooks on this a file. But I don't think he will let us do all these things. He's a higher rated player than us, than me. Okay, we're losing nothing, right? Okay, let's move ahead with this. Later on, whenever we get chance, I am thinking about playing something like knight f4. And once this bishop is exchanged, we'll play knight d3. Okay, well done. Are we losing the queen? No, right? Okay. Now, if we move the queen back somewhere over b6 or b7, we'll carry on with knight d3. Okay. It's a good move. What he's thinking, if we capture this queen, he will play knight into queen, and that way his knight will be very active. Because there are already two attacks on this knight hook, right? Okay, we are not going to exchange, but if we don't exchange, he will be playing. Let's see what we can do. Should we capture? Because if we capture the knight, then we'll have to keep defending this pawn all the time. And if you play queen b3, then maybe he will play knight a5, kicking our queen. He will get a tempo, and then he will play knight c4. I don't want this to happen, so let's play this. I hope I'm not missing anything right now. Now I'm thinking about playing rook into rook, maybe rook into rook, and then we'll play this. Okay, oh, that's great. So now we'll have to defend this pawn, right? Okay, then we must play something like this. Okay. Let's exchange this rook first. Oh, he lost on time. Ouch. That's pretty bad because he was playing very nicely. Let's see what we can do in this position. Even we were totally engrossed in the position, so I couldn't know that he was short on time. Let's invite Mr. Stockfish. Okay, okay, it's totally equal. So he's suggesting bishop into knight, and I was thinking about something like this, but we are dropping a pawn over here. After bishop into bishop, knight into bishop, and then knight into d4 is gone. So bishop d2 must be a blunder. I was thinking about playing knight c6, then we can play knight b6, pushing, pressurizing the both the pieces, both the hanging pieces. But of course, he won't let us do that. Maybe yeah, rook b8 is fine. And still, as you can see, the game is going moving smoothly ahead. So it was a very nice game. I really enjoyed playing with this fellow. He was a stronger player than us, and then he didn't give us any chance, any weakness to work with. So all the time we were just trying to equalize the position. So initially he got cramped position, then he freed himself. Then later on we got kind of cramped position, and then we managed to free our position. And then finally, with bit of luck, we won on time. So I hope you enjoyed this game. So see you next time. Thank you very much, everyone.